Hey, what's up? I'm on the road. I got like a 48-mile stretch here on this freeway, and I'm on my way to Austin for the Weekend Warriors camp. I can't believe it's been a year. It's been a really, really fun one. A lot of hockey, a lot of learning, and yeah, super excited again to go to camp. See some friends that I made last year. Unfortunate that a couple couldn't make it, but maybe we'll make new friends this year too. So last year going into this camp, I didn't really know what to expect, and I was just blown away by how fun and how awesome the experience was, and just how cool it was just be training with a bunch of other grown-ups trying to get better at this game. I learned a lot from the goalie coach, Ian Silvies, and he was super helpful. My teammates even told me that when I came back from camp last year, my game looked pretty different, right? So yeah, last year I didn't really go into camp with like a game plan or anything, but this year I definitely want to work on my skating the most, right? So I feel like I've been playing pretty okay the last few months, but that's the one part of my game that I'm still really uncomfortable with. And it's the hardest part, of course. So I want to spend the time that I have this weekend really working on my skating, working on T-pushes and shuffles, and just getting more comfortable moving around the crease without falling down. I found out a couple of days ago that the Outlaws have a game tomorrow at 8:15. So there's a morning skate in Austin at like 9. It's going to be a 2-hour skate. Then there's like classroom sessions after that. And then I'm going to have to drive home, which is about a 3-hour drive to play with my team. It's playoffs. I can't leave them hanging. And then I'm going to spend the night at home and then just leave super early Saturday morning to head back to Austin for the morning skates at 9. It's going to be a really busy weekend. I'm super excited. I'm really pumped to see what I can get out of this. I brought my notebook, so I'm ready to take some notes. Brought my big water jug. Yeah. My biggest problem last year was that I was holstering my hands, and I know 100% that that's still like a big problem of mine. So hopefully that's a habit we can work on together with my skating. I'm on my way, so still got 2 hours and 39 minutes left of this drive. Listening to an audiobook and some music, and just gonna kind of hang out. But thanks for joining. Hopefully this footage is really cool. Okay, so we made it to Austin. I stopped by the grocery store really quick to pick up some necessities, some snacks and water for the hotel room, and some peanut butter and some bread. But yeah, drive was pretty uneventful. Didn't record anything, and yeah, just thankful I made it here okay. Found out that one of my buddies from last year wasn't going to be able to make it, unfortunately. So I don't know, there might be less goalies this year than last year, which is okay. But was looking forward to meeting some new people. But yeah, made it here safe and sound. Time to get to the hotel room and unpack a bit and set up the new drying rack. Okay, I'm heading to the rink. Took a little nap. Pretty excited. I was texting my buddy. Looking forward to meeting up with him and getting our first skate in. Okay, just got done with team orientation. That was really fun. I'm getting really excited to be here. So first skate. I think we're just gonna do some skating drills and, you know, see where we're at.
Get out to the top of the crease. Yep. You were square on this line? Yeah. Not on this line. What do you want, Jimmy? Remember, I'm a left-handed shot. Yeah.
Right there?
through here.
Okay.
Right, it's no different than if it's coming low. Your hand's got to protect low. Glove extended is really to stop the cover from the tight. So again, no different than the normal side. Get a hard push, come through here. If you get here early and that shot doesn't come off yet, you're all the way extended, bring it into a normal position.
Okay, session 1 in the books. There's a new goalie coach this year. His name is Mike. He is really cool. He was actually teammates with the goalie coach from last year. So, dude really knows his stuff. He's been playing in net for 28 years, and I'm so tired. I forgot how tiring this was, and y'all know how bad my conditioning.
Scottsdale Drive.
Oops. Y'all know how bad my conditioning is. So, yeah, that was a really good training session. I didn't bring my notebook, unfortunately. Sorry, shaky cam. I didn't bring my notebook, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna talk about what we did today and then just take notes off of this. Started out with skating drills. We did shuffles, a lot of C cuts, forwards, backwards, 1 foot, turning all the way around, and then T pushes. And really cool. I went up to the coach and I was like, hey, this is the move I struggle with the most, and I need a lot of help, and I really want to get this down over the weekend.
Turn right onto Scottsdale.
And I actually had a bit of a breakthrough. The last fungus game, I don't think I recorded it, and I had a really big breakthrough with my T-pushes because they didn't let the other team play. So I was on the other side by myself doing skating drills, and I figured something out. So I did my T-pushes today in front of the coach, and I was like, yeah, it feels really uncomfortable, but he told me that it looks good. He told me that it looks like a T-push. It's just I need to kind of adjust where my balance is going. I need to keep my balance a little bit more in the middle of my feet. I'm sometimes leaning too far back, sometimes leaning too far forward, and that's causing me some issues. But he said that the T-push looks like a T-push, so pretty stoked. We're heading in the right direction with that. So, I'm so tired. So I'm on my way to the camp after first session dinner. It's at this pizza place. It's gonna be really fun. Gonna hang out with, get to know the new goalies and stuff. And yeah, so then we did also, after skating drills, we did, we just took some shots, a bunch glove side, then blocker side. My blocker side like got super exposed today. It's just still really struggle on that side, especially if I'm moving laterally. On blocker side, because I lack confidence, I tend to move laterally to track, and then I drift backwards, just out of habit. So that was something that Coach Mike brought up today. He said that, you know, I drift back too much too soon, and then I need to start working on staying up top of the crease, a little bit more aggressive in certain situations.
I should drop from here. You're moving. You see on camera, it's very hard. If you're drifting back, all of a sudden falling forward, that's a stay. I close my eyes when I shoot. Stick blade. Right, you're a little behind it on this side. Last one. Jimmy, are you working on the shoot?
But yeah, it was really fun. Oop, I gotta take a left. It was really fun. I had a good time. What else? What else did we do? Then we just moving around the crease, tracking, you know, following Mike around, and blocking some shots. It felt really good to stop some pucks today. It's been a minute. I think the last time I really got any kind of work done was when I trained with Kane. So. My conditioning sucks. I bought an exercise bike, and you know, I don't think it's helping. Should have brought my inhaler. Okay, so this is long enough. I'm gonna signing off for tonight. Gonna go to dinner, might take some pictures, and call it a night because we got an early skate tomorrow at 9.
Turn on. Right, we're making our jobs harder than they have to be. Good though, you got straight down. So you're square. You're dropping, you're almost doing this. Look at how much you can get with just your stick. Bring it to the puck. So really, you're out this far. It's only this. it's up there. That's nice. Down over the puck, that's perfect. That's what you want to do. Good. Last one. Ready? Good, up. Last one.
All right, we are halfway through day 2. Oh, what happened? We're halfway through day 2. Had a morning skate this morning. It was really fun. We worked on sending the puck into the corner with a stick, which is something I'm not very good at, and just
Turn
positioning.
Right on Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Then use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Rink.
Worked on positioning. The coach is really cool, Mike. He's super nice guy, and keeps telling me the same thing. I have this really bad habit of drifting back into my crease. So he told me to, really work on staying aggressive and just, holding my ground more. So it's been really good. I didn't think that that's the thing that I was going to work on this weekend, but it kind of turned into it. Still working on skating when I can, but it's just I really forgot how terrible the in-betweens are during camp. Like when you have to pack up your gear, walk it out to the car, take your gear off, put your gear back on. When you're already super exhausted, all that stuff really, really sucks. But today was fun. We did a classroom session too, and we talked about, you know, equipment and some strategy stuff. Really, really informative. I took a lot of notes, and, you know, hoping it'll make my game better. But now I'm driving back home. Got a 3-hour drive now because the Outlaws got a game tonight, so we got to be there for the boys for playoffs. And then I'm gonna spend the night at home, and I'm probably gonna head back to Austin tomorrow morning. So a lot of driving, but it's okay. Got good music, listening to a really good book right now, and yeah, that's day 2. So I'm gonna record the game tonight. I'll probably have that posted before I post all the camp stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. We play a really good team tonight, and, you know, this team is actually the only team that's beaten us twice this season. So looking forward to a really challenging game and implementing some of the things that I've already learned at camp. And you know, hopefully the tired feet and body don't get in my way too much. But I am getting home about 4 hours before face-off. So that should give me enough time to, you know, take a nap, hydrate, eat something, and then get ready to go and hang out with the team. Good morning. It is 4:48 in the morning. I have about 2 hours and 20 minutes left until I get to Austin. Heading back bright and early so that I don't miss the morning's game. Last night's game was really fun. We had a pretty good outcome. The Outlaws ended up winning 4-0. I think it was 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, it was 4-0. Got myself my playoff shutout, which was pretty awesome. The team gave me a game MVP for that. It was a really good game. Both teams played really hard. The other team I went and congratulated after on a game really well played. They had some pretty scary opportunities, and, you know, I ended up coming up with a save. So, you know, could have gone either way in a lot of situations, but my defense played amazing, and yeah, felt really sharp, especially after the first 4 hours of camp. You know, was working with Mike and made some adjustments to some things, especially like holding my ground on blocker side. So I was really conscious of that throughout the game, and I feel like it allowed me to get some pretty good reads on blocker side, where, you know, we might have let it in. Outlaws move on to the finals. Again, super excited. Excited to see who we play against. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sore. Like surprisingly, my shoulders and core are probably the worst, but my legs are definitely pretty tired too. After the 2 skates today, we're gonna have the camp banquet, which is gonna be really cool. Hanging out with everybody and talking, eating some good food. This weekend is really awesome. I highly recommend you guys check out the Weekend Warriors hockey camp. There's a huge range in skill. There are players who very obviously play at a very high level, and it's really great for me to get to, you know, during drills and stuff, whenever the goalies participate with the player drills, it's really great for me to see, you know, players like that, and you know, working against their abilities on offense. Really great learning opportunity. But then there's also people who just started skating and just started playing hockey, and they're doing this camp because they want to learn how to play better. And I think that's super cool. And, you know, last year I made a really good friend in my buddy Jake and my buddy Chris, and both of those goaltenders, like, I kept in touch with them throughout the year, and it was good. I mean, it's really nice to bounce ideas off of people that went to the same camp and, you know, learned the same instruction, and yeah, it's been really helpful, I feel, at making those connections. I've also made friends with some players. My buddy Andreas is super cool. He's a high-level player from Colorado. It was unfortunate that he didn't get to make it this year, because I was really looking forward to hanging out, but, you know, maybe next year. trying to get Mr. Over 40 goalie to come to one of the camps. You know, I'd be willing to fly out and meet him so that we can train together. You know, possibly film together. But anyway, so back to the drive. A little bit left, still pretty far away, but you know, still got a good while through my book that I'm listening to too. So we'll see you guys in the next clip.
focus on keeping your body and shoulders towards me. Still doing it. You gotta end like that. Break it down slow, right? I'm going to shoot when you're on your way over. So really turn your body facing me. Now get your dropping foot. Good. Last one.
All right, that wraps up the camp. So sweaty, goodness. That wraps up camp for 2025, the Weekend Warriors camp. It's an amazing experience. Highly recommend to anybody who's a grown-up just trying to get better at this game. That was really, really fun. I think I've said that like 12 times already, probably, this video. But it really was. It was so great meeting, you know, new people, and everybody is so nice. And I had a moment on the ice today where, you know, we were just doing drills, and I was just looking around and just thinking just how awesome it was, you know, being there, you know, with all these people. Yeah, everyone took, you know, pretty significant chunk out of their time to travel all the way here. You know, a lot of people came from out of state, you know, there were a few locals, but I mean, the vast majority of people at this camp were from pretty far away. I learned a lot. The coach, Mike Delavergne, I think that's his last name. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I know how to spell it, but he was amazing. Great coach. He was so patient with me and just really just really giving with you know, with trying to help me out, and you know, with the things that I struggled with. It was cool. Like on the last day, you get a little bit of time one-on-one with each coach, and you know, the thing I talked to him about was I'm a little confused as to how to transition from one position to the next while remaining square, because every time, like, a really bad habit over camp was whenever I would do that and I pushed over or I'd slide over, I was facing up ice even though I was on angle. So working on squareness was, you know, the thing that I was working on a lot this week. Was not what I was expecting to work on. I thought I was going to work on my skating mostly, which I did. I got a lot of reps in with shuffles and T-pushes, but you know, for the most part, it was just working on my fundamentals. One thing that I feel really improved my game this weekend was, you know, really trying to make it a habit to extend out into pucks, especially on close-up plays. And what was cool about it was when I thought about extending out, especially glove side, it prevented me from overspinning whenever I would go left or right, and it helped me with the squareness issue that I was struggling with. But yeah, thanks for watching. I had a blast. Highly recommend this camp to everybody. It's a pretty special experience. I will say though, like, for goalies, like, I don't want to get a roller bag, but for camp, I kind of do, because the in-betweens are pretty brutal. My shoulders are destroyed from carrying my pads and my bag, you know, back to the car and up to my hotel room to dry it and stuff. But yeah, till next video, which, yeah, should be a game video. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks for following along. This was fun.